Hello and welcome. You're looking at this box. You're going, what is this mysterious box? I got bad lighting in here because it's nighttime. I'm Elizibar, your host. That box is a long box. Which means it's full of comics. That is my Black Friday haul. It was $30 for the bunch. It was like 10 cents a comic. I think there's about 300 in there, because that's about what a long box should hold if the comics are unbagged. These are unbagged. I'm going to take out some interesting things and show them here, but that's after I haul this thing. It weighs like, I don't know, 50 pounds or something, over to my desk and get the ones that I care about out of it. So I will see you in a minute. I wanted to show some of this stuff off. This is like the first one. I'm a sucker for Jack Kirby, so this is like full of... It's my first time opening it. Oh, isn't this like a series that was based on like Jack Kirby doodles? Yeah, look at these dudes. Sorry the lighting's not the best. That looks pretty cool. Anyway, it was just like I saw this. It's from a publisher I would never ordinarily buy a book from, and I'm sorry for the glare from the light. This is totally not planned. Like, a lot of the stuff I got out of the box is from publishers I've never heard of. Liquid Comics, no idea. There was some of this kind of stuff, which is what I did expect. Basically, Marvel books that were overprinted or whatever, and just gotten rid of. I got like some almost contiguous runs of some of these books. So I got like Zorro here. I'm a Zorro sucker. I love the TV show. Did it just dim the picture? It doesn't look as bright. Oh well. So I got all these Zorro books here that were published by Dynamite. Probably not going to read them, but maybe I will one day. And yeah, we're back to some of the kind of stuff I expected to get, like overpublished early 90s, or even late 90s, like Marvel or DC trash. I didn't really like the 2099 stuff. I thought it was kind of stupid when they were doing it. I'm just showing stuff off. There were some random books like Valiant here. Never read an Ninjak comic. There's a couple Top Cow books in the bin. And just like Marvel, got some DC like overprinted stuff. When was this one printed? Yeah, okay, they don't have the stuff on the inside cover. Green Hornet's always fun. I got a pile of comics that's going to slide off my deck. And there was definitely like some newer Marvel type stuff. Like, I think this is from about 10 years ago. I know these two X Factor books are from a run that was about 10 years ago. Let's hold that up. X Factor's not my jam, but I got a whole bunch of like X Factor books in that bin, or in that box, so I guess I better like it. Some Dark Horse comic I have never heard of before. This was interesting. I saw this. It's actually in really bad shape because it's falling apart. You can see the inside's hanging out from the outside. The spine's all ripped up. But you know what? I'm like, yeah. I've never seen this particular Marvel book before. I have no idea who Eagle Comics is. That's why I got this. Although I recognize the character because it's like a series of novels. I pulled this one out of the bin just because I had no idea that Image ever had the G.I. Joe license. Compared to the stuff Image publishes now, this is markedly not like them. Then there's like some really weird stuff that was in here, like this thing. And it's just got like little bits of different comics in it. So I was like, yeah, this is weird. I'm going to grab it. I saw the cover for this and I just threw it in because I love this art style. I think it's called like Art Nouveau or something. It just looks nice to my eyes. You might remember, I pulled this out. You might remember this fighting game, Rival Schools? Wasn't it like 15 years ago when Capcom published that? I'm a sucker, what can I say? This doesn't even have a price on it, and it doesn't say... that was like a direct edition, so... I don't know where this came from. Is that even readable? It's probably not even readable. So yeah, that's definitely weird and cool. This is probably the second weirdest thing I pulled out. published by Viz. It's some manga. I flipped through it. It was published by Viz like in the early 90s. So this is like 20-something years old. It's got spaceships in it. I thought, hey, that's cool. Plus, you know, years ago, this was like $4, and I'm getting it for 10 cents. Look at that. Look at that. Anybody remember the RPG, Hero System Champions? So apparently they had a comic. I had no idea, so I bought it. I've never read a Tom Strong comic, but I know the characters, so when I saw this, I had to make sure it got into my box. Here's the kind of thing that's not supposed to actually ever get sold. It's a retailer preview for whatever this is. And I'm like, I'm going to get that. It might be worth, 10 cents. No idea who this character is, but this is the king size special. Check that out. It's number 1. How is number 1 king size? And it's also cover A. Who knows how many covers there are? It's just some weird thing I saw. I grabbed it, because why not? And then I got, like, there were variant covers. Like, here, I have no idea what this book is. So it's like a sketch cover. And look, the colored cover. Wow, isn't that amazing? This was probably one of the more interesting special things that got made into my stack. It's actually got the stuff for the comic book shop, who I got their little newsletter here. And I'm going to just show it so you can see. Graham Cracker Comics. There's one here in Madison. They're apparently a chain, which is, I guess, how they get their own edition of this book. Look, Graham Cracker's exclusive. Like, I don't know if it's just the series was or what. Because not all of these are like that. Some is definitely not like that. These do say, like, first look in the corner. I don't know if that's the publisher or what. Hold on. And here's, like, another variant one. So it's like the normal Flash score. And I'm also a sucker for Flash score, and the cartoon was great. And then here's, like, the San Diego Comic-Con cover. So that's kind of cool. I got a New York Comic-Con exclusive. I don't know if it's the cover's exclusive or what. It's got Midtown Comics here, which I know where that is. I never made it up to that part of town on business. Check this out. Just randomly in the comic bin was an issue of Wizard. So I'm like, I'm just gonna grab it, because why not? This is like Malibu's old newsletter from when Malibu was a thing. So I threw that in my bin too. This one I got just because I really like this cover. It's got no name or nothing on it. And until I opened it up right before recording this, I had no idea what this was. I just really like this for some reason. I don't think I can explain why. Maybe it's the shell casings or what. I'm not too certain. And this one finally I just got because this is like the most embarrassing comic book that Marvel ever published. It's about Uncle Ben getting freaky with Aunt May. It's exactly as cringy as you think it is. Well, anyway, that's like just the cool stuff I got out of this. Over in the box, there's lots more. There's some duplicates in here, and there's lots of stuff, and I'm sure some of it's cool, but a lot of it's just the kind of stuff I expected, like, oh, Fantastic Four, that was overpublished, and I might already own. Ultimate Power, I don't care. Wildcats, okay, I kind of care about that a little. Quasar, actually, this one I care about. That kind of story appeals to me. But you get the idea. So let's get the map in the shot for Ninja Weasel. There you go. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.